Alright bro, if you're watching this, you probably already know a thing or two about training, but when it comes to diet, you've realised there's a shit ton of opinions out there, from the vegans to the carnivore dudes to the guys who just eat everything in sight, but you want to eat to maximise your muscle growth. The guys with the best physiques, both natural and unnatural, understand these principles, and it gives them a massive advantage over their competition and also over you unless you know these ideas.
So in this video, we're going to cut through all the bullshit and tell you the meat and potatoes on how to grow muscle. The first thing is we need to determine your goal. If you're trying to get leaner, obviously it's going to be something different to a guy who's bulking. But in this video, we're going to cover muscle mass and muscle gaining.
Let's break down the different parts that there are to your food and what they actually do to benefit you. We have 4 main factors to understand: calories, fats, proteins, and carbs. We need to understand each component so that we can properly manipulate them to get our desired results.
You probably already know this, but calorie intake determines whether you gain weight or lose weight. A calorie surplus is where you gain weight, and a calorie deficit is where you lose weight. Now we're going to decide whether you actually want to gain weight or lose weight in the form of fat or muscle, and it's really up to you. Carbs act as a fast source of energy for our muscles to use to get good performance. Athletes like MMA fighters use carbs because of the amount of training they do. They're in a consistent need of high carbs for peak performance. You also see this with elite powerlifters. When they train, they eat sweets.
The best way we can view fats is as a source of hormone health. We can get these benefits through foods such as red meats, fish, eggs, and avocados. Without these fats, the levels of our testosterone and other hormones will suffer. Protein is the building block of everything on our body. They contain things called amino acids, and these amino acids are used in everything from our muscles to our skin to our hair. So it's very important that we have a constantly high supply of protein for not only our muscle gain but also our health.
So how do we manipulate these nutrients to our benefits? Let's start with some baselines. We need about 2 grams of protein per kg of body weight. We need as little as 3 eggs or 1 avocado for our healthy fats, and we should at least have some carbohydrates before a workout, such as banana and honey.
These are the things that are almost non-negotiable. There is one thing that we should never ever consider unimportant, because no matter your goal, it is absolutely key, and that is protein. You're trying to get fucking jacked though, so you want to take advantage of all of these components as much as possible. Here's how you can do that. Increase your healthy fats even further, because the more you have, the more potential there is for you to maximize your hormones. This could mean you have a daily ritual of eating 4 to 6 eggs every single day.
You need to be in the upper levels of protein intake. Make sure you take that 2 grams per kg of body weight. You also want to split up your meals, as protein intake spikes muscle growth systems, meaning you'll be in an anabolic state for a couple of hours. This state is called muscle protein synthesis. If you don't have another meal, it'll dip back down. With your carb intake, you make sure you increase it before and after your workout. Before to give us the energy, and after to give your muscles plenty of energy to recover.
You basically want to eat as much as possible without gaining any fat. This is why walking is really great, because it just burns straight fat rather than your glycogen stores. This is good because we want those glycogen stores for our training and for our recovery. But when we just go for a walk, that means we can burn the fat and keep leaner, but also keep our calorie intake high. Doing that means you have more fat for your hormones, it means you have more carbohydrates for your workouts, and it means that you have more protein to build that muscle. Once you hit your protein for the day, you can intelligently fill out the rest of your calories with fats and carbs now that you have the knowledge from this video. Doing this and sticking to a 90% whole foods diet means that you can make really fast progress, especially if you have a good understanding of training. If you're interested in learning more about training, I recently made a video on how the most aesthetic lifters train. So I'll put that in the comments below, along with our Instagram, so you can DM us with any questions or if you're interested in personal training. Keep making gains.
We'll see you in the next one.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh,
Did you hit
see,
it?
I hit my shit on that.
Fuck.
Damn.